Hello and welcome to another edition of Fake News with me, Nicholas de Santo. Wherever you are in the globe, this news bulletin reaches you in your local time. Now, I know it's been a while since the last episode because I've been working multiple jobs. You know, our overlords have decided that we must defeat Russia no matter the cost. For us, of course, for them, no cost. And so everything is so expensive, and believe it or not, doing conservative comedy is not profitable in metropolitan London. So if you want me to do more of these videos, please support me through the links in the description. Now, let's see what's been happening since the last time we met. And the world has a new king. Well, at least the 15 Commonwealth realms. Some people I know are care more than the others about this, so I'd like to say congratulations to all of you Americans. You know what they say, the US and UK are two nations united by the infatuation for the same useless royal family. Of course, the coronation had everything, the pomp, the ceremony, also history was made. Due to Meghan Markle's absence, an all-white family was seen on UK TV for the first time in a very long time. At the start of the ceremony, also a spooky moment. Guests in Westminster Abbey witnessed an apparition of Queen Elizabeth, but soon it turned out to be Emmanuel Macron's wife. The coronation was an occasion for the monarchy to renew their pledge to serve the nation by taking credit for everything that works and distancing themselves from everything that doesn't. King Charles was sworn by Church of England's Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury. The new king solemnly pledged that he will not allow Christianity to stop him from serving the Church of England. Of course, the Church of England is the second funniest British invention ever. The funniest British invention in history is called the State of Pakistan. A lot of Indian fans watching, this one was for you. You may know the British monarch is the head of the Church of England and therefore bears the title of Defender of the Faith. And Charles and his late mother have been defending the Christian faith pretty much in the same way that Harry Maguire has been defending Manchester United's goal line recently. If you're watching this in America, Charles and his late mother have been defending the Christian faith pretty much in the same manner that Kamala Harris has been defending your southern borders. Indeed, under Her Majesty's reign, the number of churchgoers declined so much that in Norwich and Rochester, they installed helter-skelter slides and crazy golf course inside the cathedral's naves to attract the faithful. Churches in England are now so empty that unlike the rest of Europe like France, here Islamic terrorists don't even bother attacking them. There is no media impact for attacking empty churches. In the latest census, it was revealed that for the first time in history, less than 50% of Brits identify as Christian. Experts believe that at this point, there is only one solution left to revive Christianity in Britain: a land border with Mexico. Also, Prince Harry attended the coronation, but he did not speak to his brother, Prince William. Inside sources say the relationship between the two brothers may have been damaged beyond repair. So let this be a word of warning to all of you. If you ever decide to crap all over your brother on America's most popular talk show, and then in a book, and then in a Netflix documentary, and the sequel, and in interviews on UK national TV and a podcast, this might damage the relationship beyond repair. The American Journal of Behavioral Sciences has described Prince William's reaction as normal. Now, in the US, President Donald Trump has been found liable by a New York civil court for sexual abuse against a magazine columnist in 1996. The jury, however, cleared him of the rape accusation. Now, civil court liability doesn't mean conviction. If you're familiar with legal terminology, you know it doesn't mean the jury found that beyond any shadow of doubt he did something. And if you're familiar with the #MeToo movement, you know that even if he did something, it was probably not that bad. Now back to Britain with more political controversies. BBC chairman Richard Sharp had to resign after it emerged that he had arranged an £800,000 loan for former Prime Minister Boris Johnson just before being appointed to the BBC post by the same Boris Johnson. For the British people, a shocking revelation. Top politicians give top jobs to their friends. I know, it doesn't bear thinking about. Also, Nadeem Zahawi was sacked as Tory party chairman after it was found that he had failed to disclose that his tax affairs were under investigation. Mr. Zahawi previously also served as the vaccines minister, which means he vaccinated the nation with the complicity of mainstream media through manipulation, intimidation, virtue signaling, emotional blackmail, mass psychosis, and threats of taking away Christmas. And he did this at the behest of Big Pharma, injecting tens of millions of people with an insufficiently tested vaccine, which turned out to be useless at best and fatal at worst. And British public were disappointed to learn that this individual was not entirely honest about his taxes. There's no integrity left in Tory politicians, you see. Round-the-clock special operations were conducted by RAF, Royal Air Force and Royal Marines commandos to evacuate British nationals from Sudan. Hundreds were airlifted to the UK base of Akrotiri in Cyprus, as Sudan's capital Khartoum further descended into sectarian violence, street fight and looting. Meanwhile, British citizens in Leicester will continue to live with sectarian violence, street fights and looting. Nobody's taking them to Cyprus. Diplomatic drama. Brazilian Consulate General in London was furious when they found out a company had obtained a permit to open a nightclub with full nudity in the basement of their building near Soho. In a statement, the Consul General of Brazil said, "This is a contravention of the Vienna Convention, opening a strip club with full nudity as we provide consular services to the Brazilian community, many of whom children or elderly." Also reacting to the news, the Association of Brazilian Elderly in London. They said in a statement, "Somebody tell the Consul General to shut the F up." Now, back in the US, Tucker Carlson, popular and outspoken conservative TV host, was fired from Fox News. Reacting to the story, lefties reiterated that cancel culture does not exist, but they added there can be consequences for your free speech. Also, the Embassy of North Korea said in a statement, "We have been saying this all along. In North Korea, you are free to criticize our beloved great leader, but there may be consequences." Time to talk about inclusive toys. Toy manufacturer Mattel has revealed its latest inclusive Barbie, a Barbie with Down syndrome. Mattel had previously released Barbie with hearing aid and Ken with skin disease. Mattel says this is part of an effort to make Barbies relatable to more girls. Their next release, white English Barbie from an underprivileged background who was abused by Pakistani gangs, and Ken, the cowardly English policeman who did nothing about it for fear of being called racist. Don't you love involving more kids and becoming more relatable to them? And time for sport. Manchester City defender Benjamin Mendy has been cleared of all of the rape charges he's been facing except one more scheduled for retrial. Mr. Mendy and his friend Louis Sacha Maturi were accused of a total of 13 counts of rape. In one case, they were cleared of the rape charge when the jury came into possession of a video in which the complainant was having, quote, enthusiastic sex with the accused. Reacting to the news, the Association of World Feminists said in a statement, "No means no, even when she says yes." Or in this case, "Yes, yes, yes, please don't stop, oh God, yes." That's enthusiastic sex where I come from. And Josia Zakrzewski, an ultra-marathon runner who came third in this year's Manchester to Liverpool race, has apologized after it emerged that during the 50-mile race, she traveled in a car for 2.5 miles. The governing body of the race disqualified her promptly, saying she had gained, quote, an unsporting competitive advantage over the other women. Meanwhile, in martial arts, transgenders will continue to beat the living crap out of normal women. And that brings us to the end of this edition of Fake News with me, Nicholas Santo. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all enthusiastic sex in the week ahead of you. Take care.